I jumped to the war here, and today we've got a saving and disaster battle playing as Malachi McCason going up against Astrogoth Ironhand, where the real challenge here is overcoming the fire at will bug, which strikes again, which has been striking a lot lately. So firstly going to read out the email, get some context of the situation, and then assess what we need to do. So he says, "Hi Legend, I've got a terrible situation here for you. Playing as Masters of Innovation, the campaign is going reasonably well. Over the end turn, my faction leader, full copter army, but not a full stack, will be attacked with lightning strike by 2 Chaos Dwarf armies. Normally I would be able to win, I think, but there are a few issues. The copters refuse to fire at will, and the map is covered in forests. Moreover, there are an insane quantity of goblin archers. There are literally only 2 flying units in the enemy army, but I can't shoot them down because of the trees and the fire at will problem. There is another full stack of mine in the settlement, normal army, no copters, which has defended the area for a few turns, but it hasn't got enough movement to attack. Can you help?" Okay, let's see what we can do. So Malachi's army is good. Let me just check this. Good, you've got it for unlimited amount of time. This army is... a lot of it is trash, but that's fine. So you've got Garagrim Iron Fist there. Okay, I'm just thinking what to do here. Alright, so he said Lightning Strike with 2 armies. Well, that's not possible because if any army uses Lightning Strike, then it also disables their reinforcements, even if that army has Lightning Strike. So that army definitely does not have Lightning Strike. And neither does this one. So, in case you're not familiar, it can be pretty easy to assess whether or not an army doesn't have Lightning Strike, especially if it's like around this level here, because the game doesn't give you the full explanation of where they put their skill points, but it gives you a bit of an indication. You see the pie chart over here, the blue part gives you the ratio of how many points they've put into the blue line, how many points they've put into the red line, and how many in the yellow. So most of his skill points have been put into the yellow, more than half. Now he's currently rank 12. Now that means that he's had 11 skill points to spend so far. Now, if we have a look at Malachi's skill tree, most lords in the game have their Lightning Strike over here, which includes Chaos Dwarf armies, Chaos Dwarf lords. There are a couple of exceptions. For example, Skarsnik always has Lightning Strike, and I think the Cathay Magistrate Lord has Lightning Strike in this section here, so they can get it much earlier. Now, the minimum amount of skill points that you need to put to get Lightning Strike is 1 here, 4 here, 1 there, and then 3 there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 skill points. So that's minimum. You've got to be level 10 to get full Lightning Strike. Now, that means that in order for Astrogoth here to have Lightning Strike, he has to have put 2 points, only 2 points into something other than the blue line. That's definitely not what he's done. He doesn't have it. And this guy here definitely doesn't have it either. So he's probably put like 3 or 4 points in the blue line. They don't have Lightning Strike. What's probably happening here is that Astrogoth is besieging Krakadrak, and then this guy here is attacking it. When he's besieging the settlement, he's disabling your army from showing up. Now, typically speaking, if you're going to have a fairly big attack on your city, having a lot of armies surrounding the city can be a bad idea, especially if you're going to put a big army inside the city as well. Because even one lord with no army can just besiege the settlement and just deny essentially 2 full stacks, the garrison and whatever army is in there, from showing up on the battlefield, massively improving the odds for the attacker. But if you take your army and just like take it out of the city here, what'll happen now is because neither of them have Lightning Strike, they could still besiege the settlement, but they will not disable this guy here from showing up. So that means they have to deal with another full stack. Based on the amount of strength we've got there, based on their strength, I reckon that they would just run away. They won't launch the attack there. Now, that's not particularly interesting, to just have the enemy walk away. Let's beat the shit out of them. So this isn't going to work for us. You stay in there. Now, he said this location here, when he's attacked, he gets the a forested map and also the fire at will bug. So one way to re-roll the map is to change our location, but we can see here we've used up all of our movement. So if we go into forced march and then move right over, right in front of them to about here. Okay, good. They are unable to besiege the settlement because we're actually blocking the path to Krakadrak. So they've got an option now. They can either run away, or they could use both of their armies to attack us while we're on force march. Now, if we have a look here, The enemies that we need to watch out for, yeah, definitely that Great Taurus is going to be a problem. Lots of Hobgoblin archers that can shoot at us, so that could do a lot of damage. This army here is less of a concern apart from the blunderbusses, but they don't have super long range. And there's a Great Taurus there with 104 speed. Now, on Force March, we're going to lose a fair bit of speed, but we'll see how that goes. Alright, let's end the turn now. Let me just check on this. Yeah, let's give AI stat modifiers. Most people that send in the save file leave the AI stat modifiers at 0. No problem with that, but, you know, add a bit of a challenge. Now, this is still going to trigger, I think, the fire at will bug, so we need to overcome that. There's a few things that we can do in this situation here to maybe lessen the effect of the fire at will bug. We're probably going to encounter it at some point in this battle. I also think that the fire at will bug is on a spectrum. The autistic spectrum. No, I'm just kidding. In that its severity is not always maxed out, basically. It's, as I've said before, it's a Sex Panther of bugs. It doesn't... 100% of the time, it doesn't work every single time. It's a very inconsistent bug, and sometimes it turns on midway through the battle. And what I've noticed in those particular situations where it turns on midway through the battle is that it conveniently starts happening when the second army shows up. So I think many people have correctly assessed that this bug is due to the number of units on the battlefield. I don't think it's got anything to do with the number of entities. I think it's the complexity of the units. So things like single entity flying monsters, and like Marienburg land ships are weighted way heavier for the bug to occur than, say, Hobgoblin archers. So if we manage to rush at this army here to begin with before the 2 minutes here is up and take out as many of those units as possible, we can relieve the stress on the engine and maybe not have the fire at will bug activate for the entirety of the battle. Right, once again, just checking this. Let's jump in and see what we can do. So what we want to be... Oh, I didn't check the map. What we want to do is just rush at the enemy, use the gyro bombers there to just drop bombs on those archers. If we're lucky, they'll blob up. There's a fair few trees, but it's not entirely trees. There's quite a few potential maps that could trigger in this area. This one probably wasn't the best, but I don't know what the other one was, but this is not full forest. Okay, so Astrogoth showing up from over there. Yep. Okay, so these two here, take them out of play. We want them to be hiding, because they got stalk, nowhere near the trees, because that's where they're going to look for us. Usually. Alright, so I want that control group 1, control group 2, and these here control... Actually, these control group 3, and then this 4. Okay, so we want to rush at them. I imagine that at the beginning of this battle, because there's actually less than 40 units on the battlefield, we probably won't have the fire at will bug active to begin with. Okay, so this must be happening due to whatever his previous deployment was. This is good, because it probably will be closer to them. I imagine they're going to deploy close to their reinforcement location. But yeah, we want to get in there, try to kill the enemy lord as quickly as we can, because he's probably not going to rush towards us because he's a spellcaster, but we want to drop down those gyro bombers' bombs on them as quickly as possible. Now, it's really important that we keep these separated in the groups because they've got different types of bombs. If we select all of them, or just like different units, it doesn't give us the bomb option, so it's a bit annoying. Okay, so we want to move as quickly as we can. We've only got 2 minutes. Yep. They're blobbed up because they really want to like corner camp. You just stay over there, don't fire. Yeah, we don't want them to give away their position, but we do want fire at will on these ones. So we're going to try to bomb them as much as we can. Just get rid of as many units as we possibly can. You get around over this way. Don't get in the way of the gyro bombers. If you can. Because yeah, the more of their units that we can take out, I think it'll lessen the effect of the... Oh god, look at this. Problem is that we're getting very close to him. Those shots missed. He's going to have a lot of fire resistance. Come on. We got to get them blobbed up. Also, if we can just get him off the battlefield, that'll be great. He might attack us a little bit, but he's not the greatest melee fighter. Oh yeah. Suck on these nuts. We want to absolutely obliterate as many of their units as we possibly can, so that the number of enemies on the battlefield at the, when Astrogoth shows up, is an absolute minimum. Get rid of this one over here. Okay, so the gyro bombers have used up all their bombs now. And they seem to be firing just fine. Okay, but we've got other bombs. Use them quickly because it's not going to take long before he comes in. Now, we could probably bomb his army as well, but we want to get rid of their archers because... I know this isn't going to be super efficient, but we just need to just use them. But yeah, we are not suffering from the fire at will bug right now. It does not feel... Oh, we've done a lot of damage to him as well. This is going really bloody nicely. We've also got this. Like I said, smash this first army as much as we can so that the fire at will bug, if it was to trigger, it won't be as bad. Because yeah, I feel like the more enemy units on the battlefield, the more severe the fire at will bug. Like instead of being, you know, a 30-second delay before they shoot, it's more like a 5 or 6 second delay. But we fucking hammered them to begin with here. No, stay back, stay back. Alright, now, with their units coming onto the battlefield, is the fire at will bug going to trigger? Now, if anything, the Taurus unit is going to be more dangerous than... Look at this! Now they're not shooting. So the fire at will bug... Yeah, it's here. It's activated. Okay. So we didn't kill enough of them to completely prevent it. But at the same time, we're still getting units shooting. Okay, everyone get off fire at will now. Because if we want them to shoot, we need to turn them off fire at will. That's why I doubled the fire at will bug. And fire manually. Okay, if we could get... Looks like it's chasing after this one here. Unfortunately, we had to go into force march in order to get into this position here, which means we're a bit slower. If we could get this Taurus over to Malachi and bring it over to the ground, that could work reasonably well. We've also got the Spirit of Grogny. Okay, bounce power is not in our favor anymore. Being in the forest isn't ideal. Get over here. Okay. Now, I don't think it's about killing a certain number of entities. I think it's got a lot more to do with, like, completely removing certain units from the battlefield. So I think this is a unit that triggers the fire at will bug a fair bit. Okay, good. He's dead. No lightning strike for you forever. Right, you come over here. So just keep going. You want to have to keep giving the order just in case they turn around. All right, eliminating units. That's the way to go. All right, let's pop down the Spirit of Grogny here. It might get destroyed really quickly, but if it can drop some bombs on them as quickly as possible, we just got to get rid of whatever units we can as quickly as we can. Alright, let's pop this down on that one there. I know that Astrogoth is also kind of a threat, but this guy here's got a missile attack, which, yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. It's got a missile attack that he can be firing at us throughout the whole... Why didn't... Yep. Okay, it's fine. We lost a gyro bomber. Okay, that's it. At least he's going away from the rest of the army there. That's good. Okay. Alright, we need to be shooting at their archers because their melee infantry aren't going to do anything to us. Unless we run out of ammo. Okay, it's playing the music, but the bounce power's improved a great deal. Okay, let's start bringing Malachi over here and actually start firing at this one, and you start getting on the ground. So Malachi should be able to beat that one in melee, I imagine. Too many missile units here, and they're not focusing too much on the Spirit of Grogny, but he is taking damage. Okay, let's get them away from this position. Shit, I thought I told you to get on the ground. Alright, that's great. Didn't save that other one that got destroyed. Come on, get it on the ground. Okay, we're getting shot up a little bit here, taking a bit of damage. Yeah, those archers can potentially do a lot of damage to us. Alright, going after Malachi there. Pop him in with some physical resistance, because it does have flaming attacks, but that is not magical. So physical resistance will help resist it. It's okay if the Spirit of Grogny gets destroyed, since it has... You get out that way. It has, it'll just come back in the next battle. There's no cooldown for it. Alright, so over here... Good, let's drop down its... Yep. That's flaming attack, so that wouldn't do anything to it, really. Right, I've got this going, so just shoot it in the back then. Alright, yeah. Alright, bouncer power's in our favor now, so that's good. Alright, so with these here, look for anything that's kind of large. Because even if it's got flame resistance, it'll still do a good job against it. So that one there, that would be good. We've taken out most of their archers. And let's see if the fire at will bug has now been mitigated. It would definitely be better if we had killed it, but... oh well, at least it's gone. And I think that's a unit that will affect the fire at will bug. Okay, let's put everyone on fire at will. Actually, except for this one here. Oh, and those two. You go back into the corner. Actually, hang on. This guy doesn't need ammo. You come over here and go pick up some ammo from Malachi. Right, you're firing. Yeah, they're firing. I mean, it's maybe happening just a little bit. Just a little bit. I mean, a little bit's better than a lot. So if we just get rid of a couple more units, then maybe... well, then turn everyone off fire at will. Then maybe... it'll turn off completely. Because, yeah, it does look like there's still more than 20 enemy units on the battlefield. Did we kill that Centaur Lord? Hero? No, he's over here. Okay, there goes the Spirit of Grogny, but that's okay. It got 539 kills, so that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Okay, and get some more ammo. Gives us more bounce of power. Get that one back. Cool. Alright, this one, come over here. Go get some restocked as well. Alright, you need to come over here and get rid of these Bull Centaur renders. And we definitely want to be getting rid of Astrogoth, so maybe let's try to... oh, it rallied. Nice. Let's try to bring them closer to the center of the map so that when they do rout... I don't think we're close to that just yet. No, that's going to take a little while. Just take whatever damage... or inflict as much damage as we can there. Good, decent amount of damage on that. Right, so this guy here has done 4,000 damage. Yeah, that's why I wanted to target him with the Spear of Grogny. Right, put that one on fire at will, because that will disable their secondary shots from firing, which that's really powerful. Astrogoth is small, so he probably won't trigger that ability. Let's get the Gyro Bombers together. Yeah, killing him would be good. Okay, there goes the Spirit of Grogny. No, I'm trying to use this one here. I want to restore its health a bit. Can't bring back the dead, but we can... oh shit, what was that? Blunderbuss. Alright, need to stay away from that. Alright, these have 143 range compared to 110 range, so we can use these ones here maybe to shoot at the blunderbusses out of their range. This one here as well, but... actually, maybe I should restore that one's health, because that is a more important unit than the regular... that being said, there's not that many large units left, so maybe it's not as important. That's it. Bring them into the center of the map, because we want to wipe out as many of them as we possibly can. I'm going to put these guys here on fire at will, and we will see how they go. You get over there. You go that way. Okay, at least when I tell them to shoot, they're not delayed, so that's good. But let's just see if they'll actually fire at will, so I don't give them an attack order. Let's see if they'll do it. Because that's always ideal. Giving proper attack orders tends not to be very effective, but at the same time, it's more effective than not shooting at all. They are firing at will, so I feel like maybe the bug has run its course. Because it looks like there may be fewer than 20 enemy units left on the battlefield now. It's not going to do that much damage to Astrogoth, but we can still restore that one's ammo, and I don't think ammo is going to be a problem now, thanks to those bombs that we dropped on them at the start. Alright, put everyone back on fire at will again. And let's see if it is truly over. Now, they don't have fire while moving, so we need them to stop moving. There's always a delay before they actually shoot. Okay, the fire at will bug, it doesn't seem to be active at the moment, so that's good. That being said, I want them to focus on that one. Okay, we've drawn them pretty close to the center of the map there. That's good. Okay, that's ready for us. Go over here and pick up some more ammo. Oh, shit. I'm actually really surprised they didn't shoot at us. Okay, so far so good. Only a handful of casualties. Yeah, definitely take out these ones here that could do shitloads of damage to us. Did a lot of damage to us here, but didn't actually... It only inflicted one casualty, which isn't so bad. Okay, and you could probably use another one, although I don't think we'll actually use up all that ammo. Okay, this guy here should get the next one from Malachi. Okay, cool. There's the army losses. I don't think they've got any unbreakable units, but they have some heroes that we should really endeavor to kill. Okay, don't worry about restoring ammo. Just get over here, and we need to put a stop to this Bull Centaur Render and also Astrogoth. These guys here have suppressive fire, so as we shoot, it'll slow them down a little bit. So I couldn't quite get in there to begin with because of all the missile units that they had, but they're not going to shoot at us now. I may not be able to get this Bull Centaur to render. Sucks that we had to go into Force March to do this, but you know, sometimes you got to trade one disadvantage for another, and being in Force March is not that bad of a disadvantage in this particular battle against them, compared to trees friggin' everywhere. So the reason why I want to target this one here instead of Astrogoth is that Astrogoth is always immortal, whereas this guy here is not. Stopping Astrogoth from gaining experience would definitely be great, but he's not going to get that much anyway because didn't really do that much damage in this battle to us. I'm not sure if we're going to kill him though. I don't think so. He's too close to the edge of the map there. Can't freaking target him there. Come on. No, we're not going to get him. Anyone got any bombs left? Nope. Nah, he got away. Not without a few extra scars, but at least his heroes all died. Everyone but Astrogoth. But Astrogoth actually wasn't really that much of a threat to you in this battle. In fact, actually letting all of these Orc laborers live can actually be kind of a good thing, because if we get rid of them, then they could replace them with actually good units, whereas the AI only ever disbands units if they are running out of money, and it's hard to run out of money when you're using Orc laborers. So take out all the core Chaos Dwarf units, and don't worry too much about the laborers. Let me say, if they're there, kill them. Might as well. Looks like we're doing a bit of friendly fire damage as well. Okay, there we go. Heroic victory, nice. So if I was to rate that in terms of difficulty, I'd probably give that a 4. The fire at will bug definitely was there, but it wasn't that bad. I think a big part of mitigating it was dropping those massive bombs at the start. That's probably what he didn't do. Probably focused on trying to use this one to just focus on the enemy lord, the one that was on the flying mount, and lost the opportunity to really smash this army nice and early, so that the fire at will bug didn't maximize its potential. We're probably going to fully replenish over the end turn anyway, so just go with the money there. Now, Archaon is there, but if I had to guess, I don't think he's going to make the attack, because Warriors of Chaos are pretty bad against this kind of army. Yeah. Because they were close to us when they launched the had the beginning of their turn, they've got enough movement to just bugger off. I don't know why they changed it so that when enemy armies lose, they don't lose all their move points. It makes it so that enemy armies can be defeated with sort of minimal risk and then just bugger off and you can't catch them. Makes it more annoying. I don't know why they did that. Maybe because they wanted to give the AI even more of an advantage. I don't know. Because let's be honest, it's going to be the AI that has that come into effect more than the player. Unless, of course, you're abusing it as the player by, like, launching an attack with, like, a wizard lord. That's really quick. Using up all your winds of magic and then retreating and then just attacking again. That's one way you can abuse that. Because it works for you and the AI equally. Yeah, he didn't make the attack.
Come on, see your beast, pal.
I don't do diplomacy during the end turn. Not unless it's, like, obviously essential. Right, let's have a look here. So, Archaon... I don't know where he went. Could be an ambush stance. But you're at full strength here. And that's the end of that. Cool. Your finances are a little bit iffy. But you got a decent amount of territory, and dwarf economy really picks up later on in the campaign due to compounding effects. Make sure you build some deeps. Also, if you build walls everywhere, is that what you're doing? No, yeah, you are building walls in certain places. That's going to hamper you. You are building economic buildings as well. Whatever, do whatever you want. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this one here. So hopefully I've provided you with a few extra tools on how to deal with the fire at will bug. Sometimes you're just not going to be able to do anything that I've just suggested, but if it's possible for you to just rush at the enemy and take out as many units as possible before their reinforcements show up, that will help, I think, with the fire at will bug a little bit. But obviously, if you're using a very slow-moving army, there's not much you can do about that. Another thing that you can do is, if you're prone to getting into battles with the fire at will bug, try to have one, like, lord hanging around you so that you can at least deny enemy reinforcements, because if you do that, you don't control large battles, it's very rare for the fire at will bug to occur if there's only your army and just one of their army at a time. It's unlikely to occur in that situation. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys.